Oh! Oh! Oh, there we go. There we go. Oh, Jesus!
It's a mort sandwich and a taco man.
Green.
And we're off.
Ooh, it's gonna feel like the
Oh, Jesus! Sweet Jesus!
Oh, don't hit the brakes on it! Ow!
Still next to you, still next to you. Still there. Oh, yeah. You're clear, you're clear.
Holy shit, that was like a John Rambo.
Oh my god! Holy shit!
I think this warrants a recording now.
Hey guys, Modified 666 here, and we're back in Motorsport Manager, and we finished race 2 of the season. Next race, we are heading to Munich, and got a couple of things I want to get through this episode. Hopefully find ourselves a new driver. That would be goal number 1. While Casino and Lehane did a reasonable job at last race, they still have absolutely no improvability in terms of their driver performance. So anything we actually do with them, they will never get any better. That's what they are. That's what they're going to stay as. So we want to have a look at that. Oh, we got a couple of mails to open up. Let's have a quick look. Race reports, stuff about the race. Car condition. Yep. So the damage on the cars again was quite significant. We got another interview. So let's accept that interview. Arturo Casino has claimed that your brakes seem to be holding the team back, and technical commentators seem to agree. Is it true? Have to hold my hand up. Our brakes are awful, and I need to work on improving them. That is the correct answer. He needs to button it. We need more investment into our HQ. Really, that's the heart of the problem. Those two are going to give Arturo a better time. No, sorry. He needs to button it. Won't give him a better. That one and the bottom one will be the best for Arturo. But not necessarily us. That one I'm pretty sure will drop our marketability. That one will drop our chairman's happiness towards me. So I'm going to tell Arturo to shush. He's at 100% morale. He's dropped down to 95%. You know what? That is not a problem in my eyes. And a half-volt win for Landvik. Alright, so that's the mail done. Now, let's have a look at our scouting. We've got Vanessa Silveira, Angela Cassini, and Bruno Cabra so far scouted. We've got 14 days, 7 days, and 24 days for our next 3. And we can keep scrolling down. We've still got a fair few listed up. So hopefully we can get some scouting reports in. Also, our HQ, we have 13 weeks left on upgrading the factory and 11 weeks left on the scouting facility. So let's hit continue. See where we get to. So the car repairs are complete. We have a new sponsor there, so we'll have a quick look at the mail. Car repairs are finished. Let's check the car, see what the teams are working on. So engine performance is getting increased, and suspension reliability. To be honest, I might actually swap that out, because you know what seems to be the biggest problem? Our engines. Both cars had engine problems last race, so hopefully we can improve the reliability on them a bit. I don't know why it does that. We'll put it to there. So the performance work will be done 2 days before the race. Engine reliability will be 18 days after. But we all still get the benefits of the reliability work that gets done in that time. So they might be 80% or something in terms of reliability by the time. Alright, sponsors. We got our last empty slot. Now, no Tilify was there before. We weren't going to look at that. Wonderluck. Again, another upfront payment, 100,000. It's a full race length, with a qualifying race bonus of 650,000. Again, that upfront will help. I don't know if it's worthwhile grabbing that. We're never going to get a second place. Not in our current situation. You know what? I'm going to grab that. Only for a few races. A little bit of a cash injection. So now, next one that will be ending will be Chic Airways, which will be in 2 races' time. So let's leave that be for the moment. So cars looked at, mail has been looked at. Team, drivers, staffing, scouting, finances. Again, we're still in the red, so we're going to have to be careful about that. Alright, let's hit continue. And we'll get some scouting reports finished up by the looks of it. So, well, ooh, okay. So, scouting and Nevada Mulatto is Terabad, to be perfectly honest. He is worse than our current drivers. He is 1 star with no provability, so that's a waste of time. Shen Kui will be done in 5 days. Shen, I would actually really like to grab from memory. She is fantastic. Alright. Scanner report. Yep. Nevada Mulatto. Low quality driver. Truck vote. Accept interview. Okay. Next week's GMA meeting is all about Sydney. Could you tell us what you're thinking ahead of the vote? I'd love to see Sydney on the calendar. You know what? I would actually. I think that's a great thing. I'm yet to decide on which way to vote. I'm against proposed race in Sydney. No, let's do it that way. That's a very categorically answer. Can you say for certain that replacing Dubai GP with Sydney GP will be good for you there at Modified GT Racing? That's a good one. So we got 100%. I can't wait to see it implemented. I'll be doing everything in my power to make that happen. There's always a sliver of doubt, but I'm quietly confident that we'll come out smelling of roses. I'm guessing a bit, of course, but replacing Dubai GP with Sydney GP should really work for us. I'm going to go with there's always a sliver of doubt, but I'm quietly confident that we'll come out smelling of roses. Alright, so we didn't actually get any backlash from that in terms of changes of happiness or morale or marketability. Hit continue. Actually, let's pause that. Do we get any scouting done? No, we didn't. I thought we did. Get another mail. Blah, blah, blah. It's that time again. Yep. First time, the 10-team bosses of the GT Channel series, because their votes will be a huge impact. The voting series is always fascinating, blah, blah, blah. Yep, whatever. Alright. We literally went forward one day and had nothing to look at. Okay, great. So, here we go. So, scouting report finish on Shen. Shen. And new vote started. So, let's go to the politics. And yes, I'm going to vote for, just because I like Sydney and I'm an Australian, so I want it in the calendar. Let's see what we get. It's going to be accepted. We got a win. Alright, so that's good. Looks like if I had voted for against or abstain, it would have been an even split with that. If I'd voted against would have won. So I like to think I was a deciding factor. Alright, cool. Let's have a look at Shen. And Shen, look at that. So she's just under 2 stars, but look at that improvability. She has 2 and a bit stars to improve. Wonder Kid, so she has potential plus 50. Chatty, she's plus 2 feedback. This driver I want. So I want to approach driver. She just signed a new contract. Why, Shen? Why? That makes me sad. Alright, so back to the scouting board. What else can we scout? Alright, so we got a couple days. Leonzo Farah, Christian West, Hong Liao on the next lot to be scouted. Are there any worth having a look at the moment and aren't already been scouted? So finding a driver is actually proving to be a lot more difficult than I anticipated. So, hit continue. And push on. Performance work done. Someone wants a telemetry center. Fantastic. Get the report on the GT Championship race event. Don't really care about this stuff at the moment. Biggest thing we might be interested in some of the lower teams. Vittorio Corsa, Oberhof Racing Team, Turo and GT. One of those teams at the end of the season will be demoted down into our championship, and the winning team from our championship will go up into the International GT Championship. So that's the biggest thing we may need to worry about. Other than that, we don't care on the results. Car. No one's going, so hit continue. Financial management. Yes, okay. Thank you for your response. I get you are concerned. I'm hitting continue. We want to. Oh, we got another scouting report. Who did we get scouted? Leonzio Farah. Leonzio could be worth it. Not that expensive at the moment. 1.5 star, but has potential to go up to almost 3 stars. Young driver. He is currently a reserve. He has a few. Oh, wow. Okay, approach driver. Not interested. Why are you not interested? Oh my god. Okay, I'm fine. Apparently they just signed a new contract, so they're happy. Alright, so let's go for 16th or above again. Part fitting, there's no new parts. Actually, we were going to have a quick look at the car and get some performance work lined up for the brakes. So you can see that the reliability of the engine has gone up to 87% and 90%. So it did make a difference having that work get done. Alright, and race. Alright, here we are. We're in Munich practice, and it is raining by the looks of it. Now, one thing I did learn last episode, which was I almost skipped practice. But I think that would have been a mistake, because one thing we did in practice is we got our setup of our cars to almost perfect, to be honest. I think it was Arturo Casino had some work to be done on his speed balance, and handling on Lehane wasn't quite perfect, but both cars were really quite good, and I think that improved our overall ability and result in the long run. So again, we're going to take practice. I think it makes a difference. We're going to go for some low speed cornering. Looking at the track, there are some fairly slow speed corners. The handling, we want to go a bit towards the understeer side of things. Gear ratio, we want it to be quite short. And suspension, let's soften it up a bit. So let's see how you go with that. Now, what is the weather forecast? Rain, rain, rain. And we're getting damp, so we'll send them out on intermediates. Let's do a similar thing here. So push up the ballast forward for slow speed corners. We want to soften the suspension a bit. Go for a short gear ratio. And okay, so you get intermediates as well, so let's continue and let's go and take practice. Alright, so send them out. We will go race trim, we will go for 8 laps and continue. And you can head on out. And then we'll do you as well, so race trim, 8 laps and go. And we'll fast forward that. Alright, so first lot of practice, see where the rain is going. So the rain is hanging around. Looks like we probably would want full wets right now, but the weather is going to ease up a bit. So heavy rain at the moment. I missed that. I think he said he was really happy with the gear ratio. And, let's see what we get. Doing alright so far. Alright, he's happy with the weight distribution, so that's good to see. And I think we'll bring Lehane in after this lap. Sweet, great balance between high and low speed corners. Now we'll bring both drivers in at the end of this lap. Have a look at their setup, see if there's any improvements to be made, and then send them back out again. Okay, so he wants a bit better handling response. Oh my god, the cars just drove through each other. And we're going to want some dry tyres anyway, so it's the perfect timing. Look at that, actually. Handling is very poor. Oh god, okay, so he's not very happy with the handling whatsoever. He's good with the cornering. Handling is terrible, so we'll do that. I'll push that back a bit, see if we make a slight adjustment on it. He wants that gear ratio to stay about the same, so if we maybe make it a little bit shorter, see what he reckons on that. Go out again on race. Get some tyre choice. We will go for medium tyres. Alright, so send you out. The rain has completely stopped. Again, the handling is very poor on Casino as well, so let's see what you want. And the cornering is good. We'll do that one. Handling, we want stiffer handling by the looks of it. And we'll push you up that way. And we'll see how you feel about that. See what you think of that stint. Send you out with another 8 laps of fuel. And go out on medium tyres, and let's go. Only 5 minutes left of this practice session, so hopefully we can get some better feedback on the handling. So the track has pretty much dried off, as Casino is caught up in some traffic right now. And again, they're driving through each other this round. I don't know what's going on here. Much better handling. Nice job with the handling. It's much better. That's good. Alright. Depending on how all the other drivers go around us and time they get onto the medium tyres or the soft tyres, if they do, chances of us getting the fastest lap is probably pretty high right now. Alright, gearing seems just right. Perfect. Alright, that's good to hear. Lehane has gone fastest. Perfect gear ratios, that's good to hear. And let's hopefully see we've made an improvement in the handling, because both drivers were not happy with it whatsoever. And practice session is coming to an end. 10 seconds. Checkered flag is out. Forward a bit. Forward a bit. Okay, so both drivers want the ballast to go forward a bit. So we might have a little tweak of that in qualifying. We were the only car that made it out onto dry tyres. And we still couldn't get the fastest lap. I mean, we're wearing race trim, so we don't know what the other cars around us were doing. But it's a reasonable practice session. Great searching for Modified GT racing there. Modified 666 must be grinning from ear to ear. Not as much as you might think, mate. I'm sorry. So I do like reading these little messages or tweets or whatever you want to call them. Some of them are pretty exciting. And looks at this. A reigning qualifying. Oh, God. So, we have no... Oh, so one thing I will talk about quickly, and it's going to be a bit hard to explain it properly. I meant to do it in the practice session. The feedback rate. You'll see that as the drivers go along, their feedback and knowledge on the setup increases. That is based on the driver's feedback. The feedback will unlock knowledge. Now, if I click this, you can see they've unlocked race trim level 1. if they had high knowledge, they could get race trim level 2, race trim level 3, qualifying trim. There's also tyre knowledge as well. So soft tyres, medium tyres, intermediates, wets, etc, etc. Each of those you can then choose to take advantage of when you go into the race. So when you look at this knowledge here, that's why this time I don't have any. Keep an eye on the next race, or if you want, go back and have a look at previous races, and you'll see I unlock different sets of knowledge. So let's have a look at the car setups. Both of them are okay with the cornering. Good and good for those ones. So let's have a quick tweak. They both wanted the actual balance to go forward, I think it was. So let's put you a couple clicks forward. Now, what is the weather doing? It's damp. And I don't think we're going to get a bit more rain, but I'm going to risk it for the biscuit, and I'm going to send them out on softs. I mean, getting out of Q1 would be absolutely amazing, to be honest. So let's push that forward a bit again. And we'll go with softs. And let's take qualifying. Send you out. Continue. Yep. Send you out. Alright. And send you out. Set up. And the times were good. Alright. Let's fast forward this. And let's see how we go. If we can time this and not maybe get a bit of a dry run, if we're quick enough, we could take advantage of the dry track. Looks like a few teams have opted for this strategy. The rain is coming back. So we're going to be quick. Alright. So we get our starting to fly lap, both drivers. I think the dampness on the track may be too high for it. To be honest, it's not doing too shabby at the moment. This is a gamble right now. It really is a gamble to see how they pull it up. Alright, so wow. 13 seconds. Oh, we're gonna have to send them back out. Soft tyres was definitely not. We were too early on the softs. Look at the level of water coming down. So we got to get them back out quickly. Come on, guys, get in. I need to send you out again on the same tyre. It's gonna be tight. Right, send you out. Same tyres. Yep. Go. Send you out. Same tyres. Go. Alright, we've got a minute 50 to get out and do our out lap. Oh, it's going to be tight, but look at this level of water on the track. In saying that, look where we are, 13th and 14th at the moment, and everyone else is in the pits. I think it might be alright actually. It may just be alright. Both drivers got to start a lap with literally seconds to spare. Woohoo! Yeah, look at these guys down here. A lot of them made the wrong choice in tyres and didn't get out for a second qualifying lap too. So we are going green in all of our sectors, as you can see down here. Okay, so 5th and 6th for our qualifying. It's alright, I'm happy with that. We got out of the Q1. That's the first for that one. First time for everything. So, a few guys got knocked out, I should say. Actually, name that really sticks out. Landvik, last race's winner. Injured at the moment. So had some dramas and is not feeling up to speed. So interesting development for the championship. Fastest one. So we will take Q2. And Q2 is bucketing. Oh my goodness. Alright. We got some proper rain for Q2. This is the first time we've actually made it into Q2. So here we go. So let's send you out. What is the rain looking like it's doing? stopping in a minute. So we want to actually maybe hit cancel. Just give it a minute. That water level will go up. As I receive a Steam message, the track is soaked as guys are going out on their wets and intermediate, so there might be a mistake on their part. Wait for the track to dry up a bit. Alright, let's think about how we're going for time now. Let's give it another minute. Alright, let's go now. Alright, send you out. Handling is okay. Speed to balance is great, so let's go. Let's have a look. Okay, so you want this. You want the handling more this direction. Let's do that. Slight tweak to the handling, so you can see the little yellow arrow at the bottom tells you where the setups were and the balance of different things were as it goes. So you can see there, if I look at the first setup I sent them out, the handling was very poor. It was way too oversteery. They wanted more neutral, so I pushed it again a bit more neutral. Tire choice, fresh set of softs, and let's go. Send you out, and you're good, great. Alright, you're happy, I'm going to leave you on that fresh set of softs, and off you go as well. Alright. So I think we may luck out here in the fact that all the AI have gone out on intermediate and wets. So they're all on the outlap. Fingers crossed we don't get any rain. I mean, they may have a forecast center that's showing them something different, but this could be a bit of an opportunity for us to get a good qualifying result. Taking advantage of the weather. And that's the biggest thing about the weather. It is a neutralizer. If you can get the right timing for everything, it will play in your favor. So, times are starting to come in from some of the drivers that went out on their wets. 142 so far is the fastest. Wow, those guys on the wets really struggling. Oh, here we go, 1 and 2. All right. So that's timed it right. Look at that. Truck's going to get some rain again shortly, right at the end of qualifying. So we did that well. I'm happy with that. Now the question will be, what tyre, because whatever tyre we qualify on in Q3 is what tyre we have to start the race on. So this is a big decision right now. What tyre do we qualify on? Just waiting on the last little bit of qualifying to come to an end. Guys are attempting to get out on some softs, but they're not going to have enough time. Look at them. There we go. You're too late, boys and girls. Too late. Qualifying is done. We waited. We took a look at the weather and picked the right moment for it. So pays out. All right. I like seeing that first and second. Whole bunch of other drivers kicked out of qualifying. We did find some time actually between Q1 and Q2, so that's good. So, question is, we'll take qualifying, but do we actually do a lap? Because I mean, we're well above our expected starting position. Doing a lap on our tyres means we put wear on them and we're locked into them. This is... so it's going to start raining in a couple of minutes. So... I think if we send them out now, in 2 minutes' time, when they will be halfway through their lap, the wetness will be starting to go up. So I don't think the softs are going to work. I think what we want to do is actually go out on intermediates, and we want to wait a minute just to make sure we get it when the track is damp. Hoping that the guys that do go out on softs will get caught out in the rain. And we might, just might. Now, do I use those ones again? Let's wait again. Let's be patient. Let's be patient. Not rush into this. Patience is the name of the game. Speed it up so we can get to our window a bit quicker. Alright, let's go. We reuse our old intermediates. Now this is a gamble, but we have to gamble. We are not a pole position team. I think we made the wrong gamble. We have, look at that. The rain is literally lasting a minute. It's gonna get damp. Alright, bring in. Cancel that. Alright, so that gamble didn't work at all. You gotta do it. You gotta get out there, you gotta hope for the best. Alright, give you some, let's go. Soft tires. No we don't, we want fresh tires. Alright, send out. And fresh softs and send out. Alright, let's go. So we got time, we'll be able to get a lap in. We are well above our expected, so to be honest, I'm wherever we come now, I'm happy. I am very happy. Alright, so we're about to start our flying lap. We have time, so we will get a run. There is a bit of weather coming in again, but it should be fine. I don't think it will have a big effect. This is where having a forecast center would make a huge difference. Oh, there's that little bit of a rain. Oh man, I kind of want to invest in that forecast center, but alright. 4th and 5th. 4th and 6th? Hey, you know what? I'm not going to scoff at that. Qualifying will be done. So we have used our tyres a bit. 4th and 6th starting position. The gamble has paid. The weather has thrown a massive curveball in there. And we have way out qualified ourselves. That's for sure. We are way ahead of where we should be. Lay has grabbed pole position. So let's go and see how we go in the race. Now, alright, so here we go. Qualifying results are in. Softs. We actually managed to get through all 3 sessions with a time on the softs. So we timed all of our runs that we didn't actually look at all these guys that did intermediate softs, intermediate softs, intermediate wets. All these guys on the wets, wrong gamble. So it's played out nice. Sticking my neck out here, but after today's solid qualifying performance, I fancy mortified GT racing for a win tomorrow. You know what? I would love a win. If we could get a win, it would be amazing. But unless there's some super unpredictable weather, actually, hopefully we get a wet start. That means we don't have to start on the softs we've qualified on. It is a damp track. Okay. Alright, so here we go. Again, we get to choose our knowledge. So, because of the practice session, we didn't get to stick to one set of tyres. We didn't actually manage to unlock any knowledge towards other tyres. Car setups aren't the best. The cornering here could be a lot better. But we are locked. Are we? Why are we locked to those tyres? Tyre choice. No, we can choose our tyres. Okay, that's alright. Now, gambling on the weather. We don't know if it's going to go up or down. We use our starting position. I would like to start on intermediates in the hope that the rain goes up. But, yeah, you know what? I'm going to do that. Gamble. Let's get you pushing with overtake, car setups, change setup, tyre choice, fuel options. Alright, so 17 lap race. Driver strategy, push, and high. Alright. Wish me luck. We are starting well above our skill level and our team's ability right now. Looks like, actually, to be honest, intermediates. We got a couple people starting on softs. So, Cora Allo and Joe Norris. They're the two gambling on it drying, or they have better information than the rest of the team field. But I think starting on intermediates was a good call. Right, here we go. Lights are out. There we go, lights are out, and we're off and racing. Oh, it's a good start. Casino's already pushed up to third, although he's losing that position now. No, he's fighting back for it. He doesn't want to give it up. Oh, he's actually done all right now. They're battling side by side at the back. This is going to be a really jumbled up field, so we'll see how we go. Right, they're pushing on. Oh, Casino loses third position. Lahane down in 9th. He's pushing on. Has lost some starting positions. He's down to 11th now, so this is tough times. Alright, what's the weather doing? The weather is coming back in. Dampness will be going up, so the intermediates will still have an effect. Got to keep on top of this. Casino is getting mugged at the moment. Not too unexpected. Oh. You don't know what I know. Don't come to me with your garbage questions, Arturo, and I won't have to deal with it. Yes, we should be on inters, because look what the weather's about to do. Don't come asking me silly questions. Both of you. Just shush. Alright, so currently standings, we are down in 9th and 14th, so it has been a bit of a struggle. The guys on the softs are pushing forward at the moment, but that weather is going to come back in. The dampness will go up again, and you can see it's starting to happen now. So in theory, these two, Allo and Norris, should fall back down. Again, we're hoping for a top 16 for both of our drivers. We would like a top 10 if we can get it. And the weather. Alright, let's slow you guys down. Stop pushing. Stop burning up your goods. We're going to get a little bit more rain. I think the rain's going to continue for a fair bit, so we may want to actually conserve our tyres for the moment in hopes. And see what the weather's doing a little bit longer. So 12th and 13th now. Falling back to our sort of expected area. Casino's ripped through his tyres. Alright. I would love that forecasting centre. Oh, Lahane and Casino side by side as they push up onto the last corner. Oh, it's still going on. Lahane is in 11th now. Lahane's still trying to get back after that dismal race one. This Casino's getting mugged. He's fallen back several spots, and Lahane's getting mugged now. No tyre wear is getting pretty bad. The weather is going to keep raining for a bit. You know what? I think I want you to stay out for one more lap. Yep, alright, come in for some fresh inters. We'll fuel you back up to 11 laps. Park conditions are looking pretty good. Won't recharge the battery. Balance pit stop. And then we'll see if we can leave you out and conserve, and hopefully Lahane is definitely doing a better job on his tyres right now. They're graining because they're dead. To be honest, I'm lucky, surprised you haven't had a blowout yet. As Lahane will push around for another lap. The weather is going to stay wet for a while, so we do starting to have a couple of pit stops around us as well. The only one. Oh, mistake on one of the tyres. He had a good fuel stop, but a mistake on the tyre is going to hurt Casino. Yeah, I know. Yep, I'm actually going to pit you right now. And 9 laps remaining, so we will fill you up again. Park conditions. We could do a bit of work on the gearbox, but I think we will be fine. So we'll be interested to see what the weather's going to continue doing. We are in the heat of the intermediate pit stops. He had a good stop. Alright, will he come out? Oh, he's in 16th. So both drivers have slightly excessive fuel. I'm worried about the tyres right now. To be honest, I might actually do a gamble in that. Oh, look at this. The guys are going into softs and mediums. We may not get a race bonus in this race. Lahane has found himself into 15. I don't know at this point. I think it's slightly too early still to be on the wet, dry tyres. I think dries is where you want to be, but I think, depending on their lap times, they may be really struggling with dry tyres at the moment. So fingers crossed we can maybe make up a few positions. Hey, 15th and 16th. Now, we will have 6 laps remaining. The question will be, do you think a set of softs will last the entire 5 laps? Oh, here we go. Alright, now, I'm going to pit you. I'm going to put you onto a set of fresh new softs. We don't need any fuel. Park conditions looks fine. Pit strategy. I'm going to go for a risky, fast stop. In the hopes of... you know what, I'm going to pit you on the same lap. Hopefully you can get in and out before Casino's there. Don't need fuel for you. Park conditions. Could fix your gearbox, but again, that's going to be that. Alright, push you for a fast stop. So, I've got a few guys in the pits. We're not the only ones. Oh, look at that. Stop is done and dusted. He's out. He's in 16th, so now. Alright, attack. Go, 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 go! Casino hasn't had no, you're not getting into this. What are you talking? Don't come to me with your whinging. Don't come to me with that. That's just silly speak. Alright, it's going to be dry for the rest. Oh, yeah! Lahane's got himself 15th. He's got the freshest tyres out of everyone. Now the question will be, how much of that gap can he make up? Because he is a bit of a distance behind some of the cars in front of him. I believe some cars will probably be pitting this time by the looks of it. Yep, here we go, nice chunk of cars pitting. Lahane will jump a few more spots. He's not hugely faster than anyone around him. Bernard has called back up in 12th, but he has a lot older tyres too, so if we can stay around 11th place, I'll be happy. Casino's not having a very good race at the moment. Still not much faster than anyone really around us. As Casino does set a PB lap. He is faster than the few cars in front of him, so fingers crossed he can maybe get up a position or two. But we are on the final lap. We are on the final lap. Lahane is in P12. Casino's down in 18th. He's not having a good race at the moment. Lahane has actually stepped up his game a bit and proven that he is worthy of keeping a siege here for the moment. At this rate, it's looking like Casino might be the first driver to get replaced if we ever find a driver that's willing to race for us. So P12, that's okay, I guess. Yeah, it's honestly. Get about that race and move on. Yep. You know what? That's fair enough. Casino. I think the pit strategy could have been better. Having a forecast center would have helped. But, again, that weather in qualifying, can't believe how much that gamble paid off. Alright, having a look at the strategies. So, Inters, softs. Inters, softs. So we had a few guys go Inters, medium around us. I think the one stop was pretty risky. If we had a better car, we may have known to pit for the Inters a little bit earlier before we burnt them out too much, and then gone for the softs at around the same point. That could have helped, but that's alright. No fear in scrutineering. And how are we looking for qualifying? Drive-through penalty, drive-through penalty, drive-through penalty. Hey. We did get our sponsor objective, which is good. So another 9 points for Lehane. Casino has dropped more positions, but Lehane has moved up another position. So he's now 17 points, 3 points behind Casino. And we are 7 points into P8 at the moment, so 57 points behind. No chance at this point of catching P7 unless their season goes to hell. And yeah, fairly average performance. I can understand that, and we are looking pretty envious. So, anyway, we might finish up the episode there. Hope you guys enjoy. Hit that like and subscribe button. Make sure you hit the bell too if you want to get notified of all my new videos. And you guys have yourselves a wonderful day.